So eventually we get to the fun years, right?
Yes.
The fun years is when you decided you were going to go on your own.
Yes.
Were you worried about that?
A little bit.
Were you worried about that?
Yeah. I had some very good clients that went with me when I left.
From day one.
Yeah, from day one.
Right.
That when it was discussed with them, they stated that they liked me and they preferred working with me, and that they were going to move with me when I went out on my own. So.
Yeah, well, clients do that. I'm going to tell you, there are sometimes when there's a parting of the ways of, business associates and stuff, there are certain people that you do want to stick with. And I'll tell you, if I'm a client, I'm going to go where I'm going. I'm not going to be strong-armed into working with somebody that I don't want to work with. So I certainly can respect the decisions that these people want to do with, them coming with you.
Right.
So now this is where it gets a little hairy. I just want to warn all of you. In preparing for this video, I asked Martha. I said, "Well, let's discuss all the different clients you work with." And it's really a large list. So we're going to do our best not to burn up a lot of time. But I think you might appreciate, how all the diverse amount of clients that Martha's worked for in the different types of businesses. It's kind of crazy. Why don't you share with our audience some of the diverse types of businesses?
Okay, I had a business that was grading and clearing, where they go in and, clear lots for construction, and a construction company, another company that did designer cabinets, which I still do their work. I have an archaeologist firm that Southern Research. They do archaeology all in the South, and theirs is a unique business that
it is.
When I do payroll, one person could have, they break down the increments into like 15 minutes. So if they're working on a bunch of different projects, it all has to be job costed out to each project, their hours, the material.
It's very tedious is what Martha's getting at.
Anything and everything has to be broke down. But it's also very exciting to go into the warehouse and see all the different pieces of pottery or, different things they might have found out on the job sites.
Okay.
So, and then the city of Buena Vista, I'm their bookkeeper. That's an interesting story. When I first started doing the bookkeeping, they were in DOS. If you don't know what DOS is, you turn on your computer and then you hit like F1 to get out of Windows and into DOS. And I brought them into Windows. Yeah, I brought
pretty Windows
into Windows and into QuickBooks, and you could call up there and they would tell you to this day how much they love me for doing that. That was just such a major transformation, bringing them into Windows and into QuickBooks.
So you're the bookkeeper for the city. Very good.
For the city of Buena Vista.
What's another one of your clients?
Let's see. I have another company that has commercial real estate, and they run a trailer park. And then I do bookkeeping for Matthew. He's a publisher, a property manager. He does media, internet business.
Yeah.
And then Wes, who is a partner with him in real estate, who is also a real estate agent, and he has a bunch of property that we do property management for.
It just seems like you just slowly but surely get dragged into all these real estate related things.
A lot of different, yeah.
I don't think you ever planned on it.
No,
but
it's exciting.
It kind of rears its head, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I work for Long Builders over in Alabama. They build storage buildings. Trained them and taught them all about QuickBooks, and they now have mastered it and do it all on their own. So I'm very proud of them, by the way. I had another engineering company that I did a couple of previous years of work for, bringing him up to date. I have a new client out in Marion County that has a tractor repair service. So that's another, learning about parts and inventory for the different things that he has to keep up with and bill paying. I have an electrician who does all the, he takes care of all the Chick-fil-A's here in Columbus.
Is that right?
Yeah. He
Okay,
does all their
right.
all their business. And Jay Automotive, he does their electrical work.
Right.
Um,
Well, the bottom line is you
That's
got a lot. You've worked with a lot of different clients.
yes.
They're all
Very
having
much
different
so.
personalities and
Yes.
priorities and their own little ways of doing things, right?
Yes. I even have a lady who's a retired business owner, but she still has commercial real estate property and homes. I go to her home and do her bookkeeping for her. That's Miss Cannett. They used to own Cannett Dairies.
Yeah, she was a successful business owner, and they've retired, and obviously there's still a lot of things that need to be tracked.
Yeah, she's one I inherited when I worked with the local bookkeeper. The lady went to her and said, you know, that I was going out on my own, and she said, oh, well, of course. She said, no offense to you, but I work well with Martha. I trust Martha coming into my home,
Right.
so I want to stay with Martha. So, I, you know, do her bookkeeping. I did have a client where I even had to schedule the nurses and everything that would go to the house and take care of this one lady and go set up their schedules and make payments for them and pay all her bills. So I do that well.
So, which really leads us to today. Martha and I, last year, we discussed the situation, and you know, we've worked so well together over the years, and we've become friends, confidants. I mean, we talk about all kinds of things. I mean, you've got the keys to my thing. You come and go as you please. I mean, I don't have
The
to.
keys to quite a few.
You do, and you know, you kind of come and go as you please, because you know what needs to be done, which I absolutely love. I don't have to babysit, you know, and tell people what time and all that. I really don't care, you know, how things usually get done as long as they're taken care of. So, but anyway, which brings us to the present. Martha and I are teaming up in this joint venture. I mean, Martha is still very much has her own business, but because of my background and my abilities, and with her background and abilities, we feel that we can better serve Columbus in a much larger way. So anyway, thank you for taking the time to listen to this video and get to know Martha in this one. But I want you to tune in. We've got other videos coming up, and where you get to find out a little bit more about me and our business and how we do things. Thank you.
Thank you.